I heard that, and I don't stand for that at all. And
that has a special place of hate in my heart.
Yeah,
and I think like
fucked.
you're out, you're done.
That's inexcusable.
What do you? Where do you stand on Rico Bosco?
But outside looking in, so I've always, I used to work with his dad. I worked with his dad on the floor of New York Stock Exchange.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so, man, he doesn't give away a lot of his stuff. I apologize about that. But I will tell you right now, his dad's awesome. Okay? I won't say any more about Rico's thing, and I apologize about that because I know he goes crazy sometimes. We played golf. I was at a golf tournament, and he was playing with his pop, and I had a cigar with his dad and started to catch up old times. He's very, very cool. So that's how I'll end it. Rico is back.
He's back.
Yeah, I am. It's so fucking strange because it was such a gift horse. There are people here who get to do content with Rushmore guys like you guys, and it's a pleasure to be on here. You were like, "Oh, come on tomorrow. What time can you make it?" I was like, "I'm at your disposal. Whatever the fuck time you want me to do it." You know what I mean? Because you always say no to
goddamn right.
History. Yeah. So, as soon as he left, I was disappointed. I was really disappointed in him because I don't know. Like, when other people leave, I'm like, okay, maybe that works out for them, going to different places and whatnot. I didn't know where he had a better opportunity than here. So
I think the answer to that would be no.
I think he learned, everybody kind of knew that, and I think he learned that last maybe, but he figured that out.
Right, and I'm very, very interested to see how much they absolutely crucify him on the way back in.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
because
if the first episode's any indication, it's
I didn't watch it yet. He's not at a position of power at all anymore.
No, they basically said, you're day zero. You're starting over.
Yeah, he fucked himself. So yeah, he did. He fucked himself, and
he really did.
So we'll see how.
I also still question. There was this other offer and this other job, and apparently it was a 3-hour-a-day radio show with this guy Joe and this girl Erin on daily bets, and I think maybe that was. I still think we don't know the full truth about how concrete that was. Okay. I think that was maybe what was talked about, and that would.
I feel like a couple of birdies have said it wasn't super concrete.
Yeah, like that was probably where he would land if this deal went through. But Dave was even saying, like, didn't they see the footage of him throwing cans around the office? Like, I don't think he cleared every hurdle that he really needed to clear. And there's talk about this agent that he fucked over, and I think we would be hearing from that guy too, being like, I worked on this fucking thing for 6 months, and I had this commission in my hands, and then you fucking took it away. So I just think there's a few things that are still kind of like, I don't know about that, but
it's broken. Barstool's broken now for him. Like, you'd have a tough time trusting him as an employer. So
I think you have a tough time trusting him as a person.
So they were alluding to Captain Cons had to sign off on this because
they hate each other, right?
Yeah, and
for good reason. I'm all set there.
Yeah, it was
largest offer of my chapstick.
It's Dan and Dave talk about it. He was like fucking around on burners with Captain Cons here, and
Cons is family, not Cons.
Really?
Yeah.
So I might be on the outside looking.
Yeah. So that's why I heard that, and I don't stand for that at all. And
that has a special place of hate in my heart.
Yeah.
And I think
fucked.
you're out. You're done.
That's inexcusable. Like, I will tell you right now, and I don't get very excited about much, but like, if you fuck with my family, and I don't know that part of the story. Listen, I just found out Call Her Daddy left, so I'm like, but yeah, so
it's
that
still
changes
they were just Collins had to sign off on it, and they were talking about his burners. And Dan's talking about messing with people's families, and you can put the pieces of the puzzle together, and it's like, for someone who cries about his personal life. Keeping it secret and how much the mental stress can cause, and he came to me. He forever always referenced how still to this day I don't know who did it, but somebody called CPS on me, and I had Child Protective Services come, and I had to go through like a fucking trial period to keep my own kids. And he was always like, that's, I don't want any of my business out there because I don't want anything like that to happen to me and my family, and I don't want anybody to know about this job and blah, 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 and it's, how much it affects me. He turned around, he was fucking doing the same shit.
When he was talking to me, he was like just the mental wear and tear. And I was like, I get it, man. I get it.
And that's what drives me crazy. I was sympathizing with him.
And also, but like you and I have gotten worked up before about anonymous burners at this company.
Right.
Because you're a person who knows the toll it takes.
Right.
You're a person who understands the mental toll. Like so with some fucking asshole in a cubicle who's fucking just like saying, I hate you, you fucking suck. He's not getting that feedback. He doesn't know.
Right. He doesn't know how it feels.
Like he doesn't know how it affects you on a day-to-day basis mentally. But you do. And you're acknowledging how much it hurts you.
Inside information. Like I think right now, like with Francis, I could get a burner account and I could put Francis over the fucking edge like that.
We'll have
one of the most
Francis
intelligent,
hanging in the
talented,
bathroom by fucking noon.
One of the most intelligent, talented guys I fucking know. But sometimes he fucking takes stuff to heart. He'll be the first one to tell you. So, and then he told me, Large, don't do it. Don't look at your thing. It's punching the tide.
Yeah.
Which I thought was the greatest metaphor ever.
So true.
Trying to go back at these burners and so
even when you think you won or got over on someone, there's another one right.
There's no victory. Yeah.
So
but with inside information, that's despicable.
It is different too when it's fucking me. I can take it. Even someone at this company and you're fucking anonymously burnering me, I can take it. Once you start going after other people in my life, that's a fucking different. That's a horse of a different color.
That to me,
I think you're a scumbag when you're doing it to me too. But I think when you're going after other people in my life,
right?
I mean, it's a literal.
Specifically, when he was like, I have to protect everybody in my family.
Yeah,
it's a literal crime. Like it's like you're committed. It's in my hometown right now. The president of the city council just had to step down because she was electronically harassing someone else's wife on the city council, and like she's going to jail 3 to 5 years.
Fucking they should double that. It's despicable.
It is
the amount of damage you can legit do.
To walk into work every fucking day and look at that person and be like,
so how to get back? Like, is he that viral? Is it that how did he get back to the company?
Cons was a bigger man and said, I don't care.
And I don't like Cons. I'll put that out there.
I don't know what I would do in that spot. Like, part of me, just because of everything, my lookout on it, I think it's like the lowest of the low. And part of me would want to say, like, no, there's no spot for that here. I think I would say
if it had to come through me, I'd be like, no.
See, I think putting it on Cons, I understand why. I think I would have said, I cannot risk you doing this to anybody else at my company. And if you've shown that you've done this, you might harass somebody else and someone else's family. Maybe I give you one strike. Maybe we'll see.
And I think it's been a thing. Like people have known he's done it to other people at the company, right?
Yeah. Well, he has the riders do it, and it's like it's not me. It's
and
them,
again,
and
it's a fucking horse of a different color once you fucking start fucking with the people.
With civilians, man. Yeah. You start going after people who didn't sign up for this, and so like they put it on Cons, and he was cool about it. That's up to him. And then Dan and Dave just love it because it's like. This circus, but I don't. We don't do the gambling thing. We don't have to put up with that. So like, it's persona non grata here, as far as I'm concerned. That shit is.
No riders here.
No riders.
No. We had like a 6-month run where Rico and I would say hi to each other in the hallway, and like that was nice. But like, no, that's a non-starter for me.
Yeah, and especially after like the heart to heart, it's just like.
Dude, he was like, he's a pot, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I get it, dude.
Yeah, because
I get it. I was like, get right, get your head right, like, fucking go out there and get better, and I hope the grass is greener, all kinds of shit. And meanwhile, you're fucking harassing the wife of people. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Matt, what would happen if somebody went out there saying,
that's the whole thing. Like, I'm sorry that I'm ignorant to a lot of this stuff. You asked the wrong guy about current events. I know everything about what's going on with CPI. Yeah, if it happened with Annie or with Bridge or with Mick or with Finn, and listen, I put them out there. I tag them and stuff and whatnot. So I can't stop somebody from coming back with something bad about a comment on Twitter or something like that. I put it out there.
Yeah, I did the same thing. It's like, you cross that bridge, you can't. Yeah. There's certain things you have to be. You have to tolerate a certain amount. If you're going to put them in content, then you put them in that world.
But this is different. If it's the harassment part of it,
and it's a guy he doesn't put his family out there.
Cons might not like me saying this.
I wouldn't have made the same decision that Cons had made, and Cons is a family man now with a new family man, right? Just married or whatever. We were at the wedding.
I looked great.
I gotta get him a gift.
Yeah, I think it's too late. That might be a no-go too.
Yeah,
it might be a lonely existence for him here.
I honestly think this, and Cons might not like hearing it, so block your ears. I'd be more okay if they were having an affair, because that's something two adults consented to do.
If Rico and her were having an
if
affair,
they were having sex, I'd be more okay with it. Because this is just one adult decided I'm gonna fucking attack this adult anonymously.
Yeah,
that's fucking scumbag shit.
Yeah, it really
that's
is.
deranged shit.
It really is. That's like the lowest of the low, man.
Right.
So
I go to mattresses for St. Anne and the family. So that would be.
I'd almost like to see large. I wouldn't want anything to happen, but I'd like to see how the rage. Yeah, I'm gonna
try me.
I'm gonna harass.
No, we've had a couple things, and like again too, it's an easy block and move on, mute block and move on. But this is something much more despicable.